There we go.
And allow him to get in. All right, so he's going to be inside. They have to protect him here. And this is now we're going to start to earn a lot of points. They're climbing that leaderboard, Lupo.
I think they went from 6th all the way to 3rd, and they're still up in the middle. It was contested for just a second, but now it's not. Look, they're going to overcome the Cuddle Crew here in just a second. All the way at the top, though.
The impulse doesn't stop them. The impulse did not stop them, Lupo. It actually kept them in this because the builds were there. They managed to benefit so much from Point D opening up. They're at 483 points and counting. They're going to overtake Raven's Revenge any moment now, but finally, Loserfruit pushes on in and is able to stop that miraculous run that Little Whip Warriors managed to put together.
It might be time for the Llama Company to take over. Keep in mind, this inner circle is worth 12 points a second for your VIP when uncontested, and Jordan Fisher is swinging repeatedly. Here we go, holding it down in the middle. We might see a climb now. 444 points, taking 3rd place. The Llama Record Company overcoming all odds down there in the middle.
And I think Courage is going to be playing patrol. He's going to linger about, pick up some eliminations, get some more builds, and then jump on down. This is insane. They're starting to make the climb here, Lupo. They're at 600 points. And
Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods goes in there, but he does not have enough to stay in the fight. And he's going to end up paying dearly for that one. A valiant attempt there. Loserfruit finally goes down. And then another thing to note, there's a lot of builds that players can recycle there and try and continue to use to their advantage in those neutral points.
Your enemies potentially built up a fort as you push your way in. They don't have a whole ton of material, but you can take advantage of it, use it on your side. Meanwhile, Vicstar and the Fish Fam up top, sitting on control point.
Jordan Fisher. He's getting more points. Finally, he's going to get stopped again, and Loserfruit's kind of deja vu. They were both down there trying to hold down Point D. They end up getting shut down finally, and now Little Whip Warriors are going to be inside of the point, but they need Phantoms to get there so they can start to earn.
I want to just make a quick note. Raven's Revenge is sitting in the B control point up top. What looks like unchallenged. They're in 1st place now, and I don't think anybody's going up there.
Well, it seems like Jordan Fisher and the Llama Record Company are going to be in there again. They're gonna pass this for sure. I mean, wait a minute, he ends up getting thrown out of there, and then players now, the impulses, because there's nothing there to protect them.
Look, Raphael's not even moving.
Someone needs to stop them.
840 points here in a second. They have a lead in 1st round. 4 minutes remaining. Somebody's got to go after that before too long. Otherwise, the fighting in the bottom is going to cause too much commotion. The chaos, no one's going to be able to pick up the points. It might be a victory royale for Raven's Revenge here in a second. We'll see. Less than 4 minutes now.
Yeah, Raphael, like no one's around him.
No one's up there.
No one's around him. No one's paying attention to the point that they're controlling, evidently. But Fish Fam gonna push in, maybe get some protection there. They don't have their VIP, and here he comes. Mackenzie's now gonna be established inside. Jordan Fisher goes in there once again to try and benefit from that 12 points, but this is insane.
Can't believe what I'm seeing.
Finally, the Cuddle Crew is going to challenge this.
Oh my gosh, that almost became one of the biggest upsets, literally by sitting and not moving.
They don't have long to go, though, Lupo. 942 left. That's close. 942 in total to 1,000 right there. This could very well go to Brazil right here, right now in Game 2.
The Llama Record Company, a couple ticks in the middle circle there. Jordan Fisher, Courage, JD, Loserfruit, and their golden ticket player may be making a move. A close 2nd place. 3 minutes remaining. Little Whip Warriors are climbing as well. They may have ownership of one of those top control points, and it may be uncontested. It's still going up. I just stopped right there.
Cuddle Crew are actually going to be in the middle. Cuddle Crew are going to be in the middle, and no one's stopping them. And they're gaining points, and they're gaining it fast. They managed to get to 4th. They're going to be in 3rd, and they're going up now. The Cuddle Crew finally are going to start to get challenged, and Xavier Woods is going to get picked, which means no more points are going to be earned for the Pink Warriors there of the Cuddle Crew.
Go sitting up top. Again, Raphael unchallenged, 960 points. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. This could be the end of the match.
No one is going to stop them. No one's looking for them. They're in the shadows, unseen, and they will have their revenge. The Ravens' revenge. GG. Unbelievable that they were able to just sneak on in and steal that away from everybody else.
Honestly, what a ridiculous move there, and it ended up paying off. You see them cheering each other on down there on the floor. Now, I have to say, the decision to not go for that D control point, 12 points a second is big, but it's not required, obviously. They had the opportunity to sit up top. There was a pretty substantial fort around them too, and they went basically undetected. Look at the smile on Raphael's face, the so excitement there.
He's so happy. Also, Patriota, 20 eliminations in that game. Sharshock with 14 eliminations. So they were slaying around, protecting their VIP. That's why they were able to snag that victory. No one expects the Raven. Nevermore.
I don't even know how to reply to that, Golden Boy. You are the worst.
I'm proud of myself.
You should be. That was excellent.
Game 2 certainly brought us some intense moments. I thought Game 1 was ridiculous with Jordan Fisher jumping in to the zone, just catapulting his team to victory. But this time around, it was a sneaky plays of Raven's Revenge, and no one challenging them. And all the players are going to be wearing the skins of the character and the team that they're representing. So you have to identify where they are. You got to look at the scoreboard and realize maybe we should be challenging Raven's Revenge and not allowing them to be able to get any more points. Like you have to stop them right at their spawns, I would even imagine. But
keeping your eye on the score, a big note there, it's just the VIP that matters. So if you can eliminate that sword carrier, you know that team's not going to score any points until they respawn and come back into the match.
This is very true, and we're going to continue to highlight it and talk about the incredible plays that we've seen. But for now, let's actually send it down to Kitty, who's going to be with our winners.
I am up here right now with these guys. They were just telling me how much energy they feel after that victory. You guys did such an incredible job. I saw you all protecting your VIP.
Yeah.
Who is coming out as the leader of the team right now?
Oh man, it's difficult. I think everyone's just giving calls there. At some point, he was giving the shots, I was giving the shots, he was giving the shots, so we're just like a team effort that we're doing, but it's just insane.
Oh, it is insane. And I could see the reaction on your guys' faces right when you won. So there is that 4th point that comes available. In the center, it has extra points. Why did you decide not to go for it?
Yeah, what do you think? You're the luck charm.
Me? I think we wanted to play it safe and just try to get the slow points. And the closer we got, the less English these guys start speaking. Yeah. So I just try to pretend I know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I was just the one that should be protected. I feel like an Avenger protected by these guys.
Yeah, you looked like an Avenger, hopping around, leaping around there, and having them all build around you. So going into the next game, are you guys going to do anything differently to secure the ultimate victory royale?
I don't know. Actually, our first game wasn't that good. Then we stopped, talked with each other, set the strategy, and it worked out. So that's nice.
I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah,
see if it works again. I don't know if they can listen to us. Don't listen to us, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys might get a little focused now that they know your strategy and you came out so strongly. So, Zach, you are the golden ticket winner. What does it feel like to be up on the stage playing with these guys?
It feels crazy playing with guys this good, and I'm just trying to keep up and not hold them down, so just protect the VIP.
Yeah, protect the VIP. Well, congratulations on that win, guys. Looking forward to see how you perform coming up, but we got to get into some more games, sending it back up to the casters.
Thank you so much, Kitty. And Raven's Revenge, they are very happy with their victory. Obviously not looking to change all that much because no one is going to challenge them. Honestly, like no one was going after them the entire time. I'm shocked by that.
They had the structure built up, and it literally just hiding inside ended up being the best play, the best option at the time, just because everyone was more focused on that D control point.
That's true.
I'm curious how things are going to change going forward. I got to ask you a question, GB. If you put yourself on one of these teams, you're down there in the pit with everybody else, what would you do to try and take the lead and hold it in a situation like this?
Well, I mean, you know, as a person who's a former competitive player, I could tell you that I will be looking at the strategy. I will be looking at how can we maximize our, like, how can we be more efficient with where we are on the map, right? Because I think that a lot of players oftentimes are putting themselves in positions to try and just challenge and go right into the point. But there's a lot of value in being that one person that lingers around. But I know you guys want to hear the analysis from me. You want to hear it from our key analysis analyzer. Anyway, words are hard for me. It's Sundown. He's going to be down on the floor. Take it away, bud.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Lupo, and apologies. I'm just so used to Lupo and Courage being together with the victory up there on the last one. I can never forget about you, Golden Boy. Just like the Chicken Champions are making sure no one can forget about them, we're going to take a quick look at the team and how they were able to improve from Game 1 to Game 2 and what the VIP gameplay looks like. So right here you can see all three of them pushing up, and they go all at the same time. And then Chandler is leading the front, actually using that siphon to make sure he stays up there and grabs a quick 4-piece all of a sudden from 0 elims up to 4. Now again, ended up leading the pack, but you can see the chickens constantly roaming together, making sure they don't get thrown right out of the roost. But Chandler leading the fray, and you can see him so close to the reaction there in the bottom left-hand corner, and then utilizing the slam to make sure he navigates correctly around the platform and knocking the players off. And you can see him right there giving a big let's go. And one thing I want to note, he does this so well. He hits the vent, and then it's 2 of those left click hops. He is the only VIP who we've seen doing that so far and getting himself up onto the platform right away. Incredibly well done from the Chicken Champions and their ability to push forward from Game 1 to Game 2. A really big improvement, and a lot of other players are going to look to mimic that as we move into Game 3. Now back up top to Golden Boy and Lupo. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Sundown. I love you, so I appreciate that. And yes, some fun moments in that game that I think a lot of players will certainly like break down when they get, if we ever manage to. I want to play this game like every day. I want to play this game mode every single day. There's some strategies that you can really start to develop, and you can also tell who some of our VIPs are that have really been thinking about it, right? And also synergizing with their teammates so that they can get the communication and realize, like, hey, what are some of the things that I can do with this very powerful weapon, the Infinity Blade?
I think even Sundown taking a look there at how Chandler Riggs has developed an interesting strategy with the sword, and to being able to climb and assault a control point almost seemingly out of nowhere. You can go from all the way up, down to the bottom, all the way up onto a ramp. A second swing will get you all the way up top. Yeah, that's going to pay off going forward as Chandler and the rest of the Chicken Champions start to climb the scoreboard. But speaking of the scoreboard, I know people out there watching, if you're here at the Forum in LA, if you're watching from home, you want to know what the current standings are. We're going to take a look at those right now.
He called for it. No, did he?
Look at that.
There you go. You have the power. You have the power. Okay.
CGB, I could do it too.
There you go, buddy. All right, so it's going to be the Llama Record Company in first place with 9 points. Raven's Revenge, after that victory, will have 6 points. And Fish Fam have been hanging out in the middle ground. They'll have 5 points. A big game from them. Could see them climb all the way up to the top there. And then Funky Fighters, they get a point for each game. Funky Fighters have been Struggle City, population 4. They're going to have to get it together.
Somebody will get them a pat on the back, too.
Yes, yes. Or, maybe Laser could just cartwheel his way to victory. That's what I want to see personally. But that is going to do it for us here. When we come back, we're going to have more of the Creative Showdown here at the Fortnite Summer Block Party. We'll see you in a few.
Welcome to the Creative Showdown. This brand new map is a collaboration between Team Evolve and Epic, made specifically for this event. Now let's break down how it all works. For this very special event, we are bringing you an exciting King of the Hill style game built in creative by Team Evolve. 8 teams of 4 players will start at their home base on the edge of this massive flying city. Together they will push 3 capture circles, racking up points by holding them down for their team. As each team heads toward the capture points, they'll need to protect their team's VIP, who plays a key role in this game mode. If they get eliminated, they'll respawn at the team's home base. The VIP is the only player who can earn points for your team while in the capture circles, earning 3 points per second. They are also the only ones who can wield the Infinity Blade, which deals massive melee damage and enables the wielder to jump incredible distances. It's the rest of the team's job to make sure the VIP gets to the capture circle and stays there as long as possible without being eliminated. With 3 capture circles across the map, teams have to strategize to figure out which point they'll be able to hold. Pay attention to your surroundings, because if lots of teams are fighting for the same point, there could be an open circle elsewhere. Hold up. Did I say 3 capture circles? Actually, there's a 4th one. Partway through the match, the 4th capture circle in the center of the map will open up and will award 4 times more points per second than the others. But with high reward comes high risk. After each match, teams will be ranked based on how long they held the capture circles and earn overall points based on their rank in that game. Those points will be added to an overall leaderboard, and at the end of 6 matches, the team with the most points wins.
The behemoth threat looms from beyond the horizon. To stand against it, each of us, master and recruit alike, will choose our own path. Whatever it is you seek, every hunt offers the chance to earn glory, trophies, or at least a battle scar. Ramsgate, an outpost at the edge of the world, has become our home. And as long as we draw breath, it will not fall. We have learned to turn the behemoth's unique, lethal power back against them. And we do it in style. The behemoths are changing, evolving. And so we forge new bonds, together, one hunt at a time. Live on the edge of every moment, Slayer. Live for the hunt.
Huge shout out to our in-house DJ Mike Realm for spinning here at the Forum, a historic venue, and we're live for the summer block party and Fortnite's Creative Showdown. Golden Boy alongside with Dr. Lupo. Once again, we had some crazy games in games 1 and 2. And if you're just joining us for the first time, well, allow us to update you on what we've been playing here today, because the map in game mode is called Sky Station Showdown, and it's something that we have never done before. And when we get a moment, we'll bring up the format and how players are going to earn their points. But we've had some exciting moments today, Lupo.
It's actually been pretty crazy. On your screen now, the left side, we talk about how they earn points in the game. There are 3 capture points atop the map, and the first team to 1,000 total points wins, or whoever has the most by the end of the game, which is 15 minutes long. Keep in mind, too, there's a couple little curveballs here. Those, like I said, those top 3 points, that's 3 points per second for the VIP, assuming they're uncontested. But after 8 minutes have passed, when there's 7 left in the match, the bottom middle point opens. That D point, the golden point, worth 12 points per second. The first team to 1,000 wins, but those have to add up somehow, and GB, if you wouldn't mind.
That's right. So separate from what's in-game, out-of-game, wherever your favorite team will place, whether that be first, second, third, fourth, or 5th through 8th, they will earn points that go toward an aggregate that will determine who is the ultimate winner of the Fortnite Creative Showdown. And we had an update on the leaderboard earlier on. I'm sure we will bring that up later on in the show and get you guys up to speed. But in case you're wondering, it's going to be the Llama Record Company that will be in first place right now. That will, of course, be Courage, JD, Loser Fruit, and Jordan Fisher, along with their golden ticket winner, Lester. It was a good game 1 for them. Game 2 had some pretty hype moments. They were able to jump right back up there. And there you can actually see it right there. Wow, I hadn't even seen this thing yet, so that's cool.
That's brand new. Yeah, he had no idea that was a thing.
No, I didn't know. So I lied to everyone when I said later on, or maybe
later on, as in right now on the bottom of your screen.
There you go.
9 points, which means the first and second place already, and we're a third of the way through. There's 6 games total, which means, in my opinion, as I kind of predicted, I just like to put that out there, you know, part of the best Fortnite duo ever is involved in the Llama Record Company, bestfortniteduoever.com, support charity if you'd like to. It's, I mean, I love Jordan Fisher. Courage JD is a friend of mine. Loser Fruit, also fantastic. And their golden ticket winner, I mean, it's kind of like he is carrying the team. So,
yeah, I think
literally just by existing.
Yeah, I think that they also... Jordan Fisher, very proficient in Fortnite, plays with you guys all the time. So he knows a thing or two about how he wants to position himself, how he wants to work around the builds, and also what are going to be his strengths as well as his weaknesses. Because while it is great to have that Infinity Blade and be able to swipe around and chop people down to size, well, when you're swinging, you're kind of a sitting duck. So those are things that our players, our VIPs, are going to have to navigate. But here we go, folks. It's time for game number 3 of the Summer Block Party's Fortnite Creative Showdown. Ladies and gentlemen in the crowd, let's get hype, let's get loud. It's time to jump back into the game. Hey, that worked out. I'm proud of that one.
Well done, Golden Boy. And away we go. Game 3, 15 minutes on the clock, and the team's popping out of their spawn locations. I just want to make a quick note. The fact that all the spawn locations are themed off the teams too is insanity. Team Evolve, big shout out there. You did an excellent job putting this together for the Creative Showdown. And I just want to put this out just yet again. Golden Boy, if you could, who's in first place right now? Oh, dang it, for a second. It was the Llama Record Company. Look at it.
I couldn't speak quickly enough at that moment to get in there. But I wouldn't be shocked if they do manage to find themselves back at the top 3 at the very least. And as we look, the Chicken Champions, the Fish Fam, and the Cuddle Crew are going to be contesting for all of these points here. Lil Whip Warriors going up against Raven's Revenge. The Brazilians managing to pick up game number 2 in a very consistent fashion, holding the outer circles and not really looking to prioritize the golden circle right at the middle of the map. They were really focused on just keeping themselves going and letting everyone else scuffle down low.
Early to mid-game, pretty important too. You build up enough buffer of points. You don't even necessarily have to jump down on the bottom, get involved in that chaos. But if you do want to get involved in the Summer Block Party, go to Twitter, use that hashtag Summer Block Party. Tag us in your favorite moments, especially Golden Boy. I want to see his phone explode on the desk, if you could, please.
Yes, well, you know, my battery's kind of low, Lupo. I don't know if I could deal with that right now.
That thing's not going to last too much longer.
What is going on here?
What am I looking at? Funky Fighters have opted to skybase in a creative mode?
Okay.
What is going on? I feel like this is the work of Lazarbeam and Wildcat for sure.
100%.
Look at it. They're setting up to drop in from above. This is ridiculous. In fact, look.
I don't know if it's
watch.
He's going to just.
Here's what they're doing. Look. They're dropping in. Watch for the elim in the bottom. One of them might get eliminated, and they're resetting. They're resetting for more materials because you spawn in with 5 builds.
Yeah, that's not going to work out. Unless he hits the shot right here. Oh,
do it. Oh, valiant effort there. Well, I would have run off the stage if Lazarbeam would have hit that snipe. But honestly, he said coming into this that shenanigans was kind of the goal. He doesn't expect to win. He's still going to earn the money from charity, $50,000 split between three. But man, you might as well build up into the sky and throw your body at him while you're at it, right?
Imagine if they had just spent all that effort to build all of that around it, and someone just shot it down. You know, all those builds, all that effort.
Don't suggest it. Somebody's going to hear it. I want to see how that plays out.
Oh, man, look at this base over here. What's going on?
Okay, pushing in, takes Sharshak out. Raven's Revenge in 6th right now. Meanwhile, Lil Whip Warriors in 3rd at 93 points. And look, the Chicken Champions, we literally watched Chandler Riggs. Sundown talked about how his sword control has changed over time. They're holding 1st place at 213 points.
They got it. I just want to point this out for the Lil Whip Warriors. They need to get their VIP in a secure spot. Chandler Riggs is going to be out in the open for the Chicken Champions. There will be a member of the Sunshine Soldiers. That will be the VIP challenging the fight. Ends up disengaging, and here comes the impulse nades. But when you're the Infinity Blaze player, you can fly up into the sky and come right back into it. The problem is you have no support from your squad members, and you're kind of going to be by yourself in those moments, and an easy target for anyone that's swarming you at that moment in time. Jordan Fisher back again, takes down Madison.
Jordan actually sitting on 9 eliminations right now, the highest on this team by a mile. If you didn't know, Jordan Fisher is a musician, actor, he's a gamer. He performed on Broadway in the Tony Award-winning show Hamilton. He was on Dancing with the Stars. He can sing better than me by a mile. He's better, actually, I have a theory that he's actually a government experiment sent here to make the rest of the Fortnite players feel bad about themselves. Or he's just good at everything.
Maybe Dr. Lupo, he's just like really talented.
I refuse to believe that. Jordan Fisher actually eliminated. 11 minutes remaining in this match. Keep in mind at 7 left is when that 4th control point worth 12 points a second opens up. We've seen a couple different strategies evolve.
Yeah. Oh, Sharshak jumps right out of there from the shadows once again. These Raven's Revenge, I mean, they're kind of living up to this name, which I have to be very remiss to say if I'm not making a bunch of Raven puns. I'm very proud of myself.
This is why they brought you on the casting crew, Golden Boy. You love to see it.
Oh, the impulse nades. Be careful about those impulse nades, man. And I think what the Cuddle Crew's golden ticket winner was actually looking to do there was really just play zone. Anyone charging on the ramp, they could use the impulse nades to just shoot them out to the side, and then they don't have to worry about that anymore. If you want to get a coordinated push, you don't have many options. You can build up, but you don't have a lot of builds to work with. So there's really only those 2 ramps on the sides that you have to be mindful of. And a scoreboard update for those of you out there, you can see 267, and it's going back and forth for the Chicken Champions and the Little Whip Warriors. Xavier Woods gets the better of Mackenzie, but it's going to be our golden ticket winner for the Fish Fam, Confimus, who gets the elim.
9 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Solid lead building right now for the Little Whip Warriors at 330 points. 30-point lead and growing. The Chicken Champions, Cuddle Crew in 3rd, the Fish Fam in 4th. Llama Record Company in 5th, our current point standing leader. Sunshine Soldiers in 6th. Raven's Revenge and the Funky Fighters.
Look at all of this protection. Look at all of this protection that they've given to Phantoms here. They're letting them just keep a low profile. Don't stand out because you're going to have that blade and everyone's going to see it from so far away. Of course, the Phantoms, some EDM DJs, these guys have been all over the place, as a matter of fact, and they were actually known as a dance act before, so maybe they show us some moves in-game.
Can't wait to see. You got to put some moves on too, Gold Boy. Legend has it. You're a fantastic dancer. We'll have to see that after the show for sure.
You're confusing me for Jordan Fisher once again. You got, I get it. You have a man crush. It's okay.
Maybe a little bit. Listen, okay, just because he's part of the best Fortnite duo ever.com doesn't mean that it's a man crush, Golden Boy, okay? Relax. Meanwhile, Little Whip Warriors only 2 eliminations, but picking up big points for the team there. Up to 492, almost past the halfway mark. And we're a minute and 30 away from that final capture point opening in the bottom. We've got a couple teams respawning right now, making their way back in. This control point, the green one, all the way up top. Look at the fort that's built around this thing. So many materials have been used by multiple teams that someone just needs to make their way up and take ownership of it. So, push up top. Jordan Fisher still alive. Oh, one shot from Musa. Good spell the end here. We'll see. Flying off, landing down to the bottom, making a move here on on the blue control point. There's a whole team up top. Jordan, this might not be the play.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I have to applaud the ambition there, but even with the Infinity Blade, you still got to get, I think it's going to be 2 hits before you're able to eliminate any of the players, especially the VIP, who's going to be very healthy. It's not easy to do there, but he had to get a reset, go back to his teammates, and now they need to regroup. Currently going to be sitting in 5th place. Your current leaderboard, or I should say your leaders right now, the overall standings, which are going to be the Llama Record Company.
I can't believe how long player from Lost Kings survived at the top of this red control point, literally dodging swings from Xavier Woods until he got cut down. But look, Jack Dylan Grazer is sitting on top of that last control point.
He's always coming up with something.
He's got 8 seconds. He's just going to wait.
He's always coming up with something. He's going to fall right onto the point.
Imagine if somebody looks down and snipes him right now.
Yeah.
Just wait. Fighting his time. Dropping in. Here we go. The Funky Fighters, their first points on the board.
No.
He gets cut down. A valiant effort.
Yeah, meanwhile, his teammates,
What am I looking at right now?
I think you're looking at a YouTube video being made.
I can't wait to see this, honestly. This is absolutely ridiculous. For one day. Wait, did you just get impulsed?
He impulsed him off of his own ramp.
Oh, man. I want to live in the mind of Lazarbeam for a day. Just hang out in there and see what's going on.
I haven't had a chance to meet the guy yet, but after seeing everything,
he's a class act.
Yeah, you know, he's a special guy. He's a special character. Okay, well, Chicken Champions, they're going to be in 1st place, and they're getting very close to winning this one, folks. 740+ points and counting. They are going to be holding down this blue control point. Then you're going to have the Llama Record Company trying to make another run for the top 3, but they get shut down finally. There goes Jack Dylan Grazer. Oh, maybe
I love when they cut to this camera and suddenly it's just quiet.
Hit it. Believe in yourself. It's kind of like Shazam.
Claps in the chat if you think he can do this. Come on, folks. He can make it.
I don't know. You know. Yeah, he could. I think he's wondering if he can fly.
They're looking. Okay. Oh, actually, he was waiting to build.
Okay.
He was waiting for a teammate. Wildcat is now slowly moving forward. Keep in mind, while this may not be the strat.
No, not like this.
Look at his face.
Now, they'll be okay because there's no fall damage, but they lost so much work on that ramp, and you got to feel sorry for them. You know, not too sorry, but you got to feel a little sorry for them.
It's a strategy, to say the least, okay?
It really is.
Wildcat and Jordan Fisher fighting it out down there. Keep in mind, every 1 second that the VIP is on one of those top 3 control points, it's 3 points for the team. Every second they're in the bottom middle, that's 12. It's 4 times as fast. And with only 5 minutes left, it could be anybody's game, especially if they take ownership of that bottom there. But Chandler Riggs and the Chicken Champions have such a commanding lead, 171 points ahead of the Little Whip Warriors.
And a lot of players that are going to be protecting their VIP. There's Chandler Riggs, though, running right behind One Shot Girl, just going in to just try and bust on through to the structures that are there, just crush all of the wood that's going to be around and not allow them to get any time, be able to work around and build up any points. The Chicken Champions, they want to run away with this one. They want to pick up this W, Lupo.
Good effort into it as well. Looking back behind, shotgun shots, not enough damage dealt there to secure the top. Chandler's still in it, but there is gunfire. The Sunshine Soldiers trying to take over this blue control point. Can't quite
good.
Oh, a shot just over the top.
Now,
909.
The Chicken Champions have a choice here. Do they continue to hold down the blue control point, or do they reset, go back to their teammate, and try and protect their VIP so that they can get to maybe this spot right here? They have such a great lead. If they manage to jump on in to that golden control point, maybe that will be able to just catapult them to victory. But looking at the Little Whip Warriors, you're going to have one of the members of Phantoms on your screen. You've got to get back into that zone there. You also have the Llama Record Company lingering on about, but the Little Whip Warriors, they're going to hold it down.
They still had ownership for just a second, up to 831 points. Meanwhile, Chandler fighting it out for first place at the top of the A control.
We're getting close.
Blue Less than 50 points left. If they can hold this for just a little bit longer. Oh, and he gets cut down to the last second before it's cleared out.
And you could read his lips there. He said so close, because they have 957 points. You need 1,000 total to pick up the victory. 3 minutes left on the clock, and the mad dash, the insanity down low. It's going to be Phantom swinging about, but ends up getting picked off, and all the members of the Little Whip Warriors are going to be deleted from the golden control point. And now we could see the Fish fans coming back into this, and no one ever suspects the Fish.
You'd never suspect the Fish. Oh, Big Star gets cut down to the bottom. There's a lot of players trying to contest this D control point for the last few points. Kenzie ending up out on the bottom of the map. Have to get him reset quick there. 957. Jordan Fisher goes down. You have so many VIPs dive bombing this last control point. But I just want to point out the Chicken Champions, I believe, are uncontested. The climb to first continues at 978 points.
It's going to be the Cuddle Crew who jumps on in, and it's going to prevent Chandler Riggs, who has to reset. He's going to be out of this one. The Cuddle Crew are going to be so far down that leaderboard. But 2 minutes left on the clock, 981, the Chicken Champions. Surely this is going to be a win for them. And as all of that was going on up above, down low, you see the insanity that is ensuing. But they get right back in. They get right back in, and the Chicken Champions, no!
It's 1 point
remaining. And the Little Whip Warriors might be able to come back into this with enough time. Or could it be Raven's Revenge? They're going to have control of B. But there he goes. He jumps right back in. And that is going to do it. GG. Game 3 goes to the Chicken Champions.
See the celebration from Chandler Riggs and the crew there. That was so close. So close to a throw, and Chandler made his way back in. Even just the 1 point. They needed 1 second in a control point, and they did it. Down to the wire, GB.
Very intense game there, but the Chicken Champions will be victorious. They had a game plan. They kept on hanging out at the outer circles rather than looking to get into the fight down at the golden control point where you can get 12 points per second. They said, you know what, let's play around, let's play our game. Let's play the outer circles. Let everyone else, once again, worry about that. Shades of what we saw in that last game when Raven's Revenge managed to do the same thing.
Last few moments here down to the bottom middle control point, but that's not where the victory came from. The Chicken Champions holding it out up top. Quick return climbs. You see the team celebrating. Just so wholesome. I just can't help but love all of them.
The wholesome team. It's the most wholesome team you could possibly have here. But man, what a game Game 3 was. We've had 3 games, 3 different winners. And with the way things have shaken up here, I would be shocked if we walk away with 6 different winners at some point, man. It's like everyone seems to have like this, the strategy. They know that they want to play the outer circles rather than charging down low. And I'm waiting to see more teams start to adapt that. But then there's always going to be that desire to push low and challenge the golden control point.
Now, I do have to say, one of the most interesting strategies we've seen evolve from this so far comes from the Funky Fighters and Lazarbeam and Wildcat, and I have no idea what's going on down there other than shenanigans through and through, man.
Yeah, that is, Zeke may be Captain Shenanigans, but that is team shenanigans. Maybe Zeke is their coach. I think that's actually what it is.
I never thought, honestly, talking through everything in the past, looking at the rehearsals, no one tried to skybase a mode where you have to control points.
Nope, no one tried that.
No one did that.
But hey, it's Fortnite, and you can do some pretty incredible things in this game. But for now, we're going to send it over to Kitty, who's over at the stage with some of our competitors.
Oh, you guys, I am here with the Chicken Champions coming back. And honestly, I'm at a little bit of a loss of words. You guys went from almost having 0 points the first game to adapting over the course of the 3 games to almost losing with 999 points. Chandler, can you walk me through what just happened?
Okay. In my defense, I get very excited because we were on the point. I was like, okay, we got 99 points. We won. So I just let go of the mouse. I was like, yes. And then I got impulsed off. But then I got back on and we won. So yeah, it was great.
Oh, it was great. You've got 5 points now towards your total. And Nick and Julie, you guys have great communication. How did you make sure that you were positively motivating your team after having such a hard start?
So it was really, really important that we were communicating where we were going, and then we were all waiting until the exact same time to push up together. We had the same path that we were following every single respawn, and then we were laying out the aggression so other teams wouldn't focus us, because there was one point where we were contesting high ground, and then there was another team far away shooting at us, so we had to provide that pressure back, because you don't have a lot of materials to build. So we were making sure to make those call-outs, and then I think the teamwork really paid off, so it's awesome.
Yeah, it's been great. And Julie, has there been a team leader that's come out of this? Would you say it's yourself? Is it Nick? Is it Chandler?
Honestly, I think it's all of us, but I mean, Chandler has held his own with that sword so many times that, you know, it's just natural to follow him. He's charging up there with the sword, so, but all of us, honestly. Team effort.
Oh, totally a team effort. So Chandler, going into this next game, is there any specific strategy that you have? Are you going to try and do the same thing? Because we've seen every single game it's changed. First game it was about the middle point, people didn't know about it. Next game it got focused, it was about the high point. How are you going into game number 4?
I'm not revealing anything. we got a system, it's working. Yeah, we're going to stick to it.
All right, stick to I mean, if it's working, it's working. Obviously, if you guys have any new strategies, you don't want to give it away. We got a lot of crowd love in here right now. Hope you guys are having a great time. So we are just about to get into some more games. Congratulations, guys, on that win, but we're not done. We still got more. We're going to send it right back up to the casters.
Thank you so much, Kitty, and the Chicken Champions walking away with game number 3. And I would say hectic fashion at the end there. You know, Chandler.
A little bit of panic, controlled panic.
Yeah, controlled panic is all you ever want. Getting a little ahead of himself and jumping off of the point, but that's okay. They were so far ahead at that point. I think Little Whip might have been able to catch up and have things gone horribly wrong. But, you know, Chandler knew what he was doing. He was able to get back into position very quickly, and they walk away with the Game 3 victory. And we are now officially halfway through at this point, Lupo, and this game mode has been so fun to cover because it's pure insanity, especially when you get down to point D. It's just everyone's just getting zapped away by those little drones, preventing them from being able to do anything.
As soon as 8 minutes has passed, it's kind of anybody's game. We've seen come from behind victories already, teams vying for those top 3 positions, even number 1 at certain points. And I think there's still strategy to be evolved from this. There's people that are going to figure out new ways to play this. What I haven't seen yet, and actually we talked about it in rehearsals, is a sword carrier sitting on one of the control points and throwing themselves straight up and back down.
That's true. We have not seen that yet. Lots of things to break down. The good news is we're going to have Pook standing by to break down all the action that she saw in our last game.
Thank you so much, GB. I am down here on the floor with the crowd. They are loving these games so far. We just saw our Chicken Champions take a victory. But you know what? We're going to take a look at some of the plays coming out of the Little Whip Warriors to see, you know, how maybe they strategize this game. So you can see here, Cypher PK up on the platform using the tactical shotgun to get in there, really make sure that he is protecting his teammates and make sure that they're getting those points on that platform every single time. This edit here coming out of him, absolutely electric. We've seen him do this so many times before in the past. And here we have Phantoms just going to town with the Infinity Blade, letting everyone else know on the map, hey, I'm up here, and I'm about to whip you out of here. Here we have Lachlan as well. Every CQC engagement this team took early game, they were victorious in, and they were in first place for quite some time. Unfortunately, they just were not able to close it out and ended up in second place. But I would love to hear how our Chicken Champions communications were during that game. So let's kind of take a listen in and see how they were doing.
He's down. Put him on grappler. Nice. No. I got you, Chandler. I got you. Down. Nice. Guys, let's go. We got this. Easy. We gotta shoot east. Come on. I'm coming back. Shotgun grab up top with us. There's one on me. Nice. Got her. I'm gonna shoot east. They can shoot ice. 100 points. There's no one on east.
As you can see, they definitely did not crack under the pressure. Casters, what do you guys think?
I would say wholesome commentary, wholesome comms the entire time from the Chicken Champions. that was pretty awesome. And yes, you know, I think that you bring up a great point. But before we went into the analysis, was I want to see players really start to develop more strategies with that Infinity Blade, because there's a lot you could do with it, and the map, it's a playground. You really can have some fun.
Keep in mind, too, if you're watching from home, if you're here at the Forum in Los Angeles, the competitive nature of this, I mean, this is a little more focused on the shenanigans and you're putting an Infinity Blade in the hands of a VIP. That's a big portion to take away, and 100% of it is for charity. And speaking of charity and maybe where that money is going to go, who's going to come away with the top, we want to take a quick look at the leaderboard.
Yes, where we are right now, and it is going to be the Llama Record Company continuing to hold on to their lead halfway through at 10 points. But the Chicken Champion to manage to knock down Raven's Revenge a peg, as they will be in 9th place, but in second place with 9 points. No, there is no 9th place. There's only I know, right? A little bit of a fumble there, but that's okay, because Raven's Revenge are going to be in 3rd, and then the Little Whip Warriors and Fish Fam, they'll be tied. Funky Fighters still continuing to earn a single point for their efforts.
I mean, if you get a sky base and just go for it, you're still going to get a point, so valiant effort there.
Hey, build that sky base, and everyone's going to get money for charity. That is what it's all about. There goes your Game 3 winners, the Chicken Champions. Get ready for Game 4.
Big crossover. You got a lot of players prepping. Xavier Woods looking at his phone quick, making sure Twitter is up to date on everything. And I think everything that we've seen so far, you've got players building bases on top of these control points. You have Courage JD throwing his body at whoever he can to get eliminations. We've seen really high elimination counts from a number of players. You've got VIPs developing new strategies. I love the competitive nature of Chandler Riggs. Very focused on improving across the board every single round. I think this is one of the reasons why they call it Fortnite Battle Royale.
The ultimate Battle Royale experience.
So if you're watching from home, don't you forget it.
That's right. So the game is going to be ready. The players have discussed their strategy. We're going to jump into this in a few moments. You'll see that countdown come up here in the arena. And for those of you at home, we hope you're enjoying yourself, and make sure you're talking about it on social media. But here we go. The game is about to start. Game 4 of the Fortnite Creative Showdown, and we're heading back to Sky Station for some more insanity. Who is going to come out on top? It could be a different winner, or we can have our first 2-time victor in the Sky Station Showdown.
If you're just tuning in, if you're watching from home, if you're here in LA, if you're talking about it on Reddit, the format is very important. The top 3 control points are worth 3 points per second, and it's got to be your VIP uncontested to earn those points. Quick note, the Fish Fam already taking the top over there on the red capture point. Kenzie putting down some moves. After 8 minutes have gone by, that bottom middle control point is exposed for 12 points a second. Lost Kings going down there. The Sunshine Soldiers not able to pick up any points just yet. Meanwhile, the Fish Fam, I almost bet, is still uncontested. Look at them just climb up the leaderboard already in the triple digits. Sunshine Soldiers, NICKEH30 throwing a couple off the top there. Pokimane taking shots from a distance. Excellent shot. Picks up that elimination. The sword carrier, the VIP for the Chicken Champions. That's Chandler
Riggs.
Range. Challenging Pokimane to a 1v1.
There you go. Look at that range, right? That was a really smart play there from Pokimane. Just playing the range game, not allowing that Infinity Blade to get right in front of her, because they have that slow animation. You get caught in it, and then it's a wrap at that point in time. And you're also going to have Dabier here, also known as Ambush King. This guy has been all around the Fortnite community doing so many events. He's been all around, and it's crazy to see that he's here today playing, and maybe could get that golden ticket not only to this event, but also to New York City.
This is actually kind of an interesting strategy piece. You saw Courage on the ramp. I would just want to note, he was look at him. He's waiting and taking shots. He knows there's a sword carrier up top, but he didn't want to push up because it was going to be a 1v1 against someone with an Infinity Blade. Not a good call. That right there, waiting for Jordan Fisher to come up as well, is a big move, because you know a 2v2, much better odds of winning, especially when you then have an Infinity Blade on your side.
That middle platform, too, gives you some good range, and if players push up, you could throw down an impulse grenade and shoot them off to the side. Jordan Fisher, as you saw a second ago, was going to be eliminated, and the Llama Record Company needs to reset. Only 18 points for our current leaders, our current overall leaders, and then the Cuddle Crew in first place. And it's gaining fast. Xavier Woods and company looking to peel away with a victory here. Fish Fam not far behind.
In a situation like this with the game mode that's it's very the creative game mode here that's been developed. The Cuddle Crew has 2 professional players, professional Fortnite players from Ghost Gaming. That's kind of scary. You think looking at a game mode like this, they're going to have an advantage? Because things are a little different. I think this is, everybody kind of understands this is different than traditional competitive Fortnite.
Oh, for sure. But when you know how to aim, you know how to aim. And that is certainly what this Ghost Gaming crew and Aiden and KINGKONG are capable of doing. A lot of our players over here, I mean, Courage has also competed in a few of the World Cups, as have you, Cypher PK. So we have some great players that have been participating in competition, in official Fortnite competitions for quite some time now. So there's a lot of formidable players that are out there. And then bear in mind that it's not really just that one-to-one battle like you would typically have in Battle Royale, where you're going up against someone and then maybe there's a third party. This whole map is just a series of third parties. It's just players all just throwing shots everywhere they possibly can, looking to connect, looking to get some siphon so that they can keep themselves going and maybe get some more builds.
Look at the faces of all 4 players for the Fish fam holding this control point.
Busow's picking up a bunch of elims.
Oh yeah, sitting on 5 right now. Vixar at 4. Mackenzie rotating around inside, just trying to stay mobile. You don't want to get picked by a hunting rifle shot from a distance. Keep in mind, too, as we mentioned earlier, the loadout across the board for every player in this match is the same.
Oh, Lord.
Unless you're carrying the... Oh, I'm pretty sure that's Lazarbeam.
Yeah, that's Lazarbeam.
Yep. Every single player sitting on that rare, the blue AR, a rare tactical shotgun.
And look at Mackenzie.
Hunting rifle. Oh, yeah.
Just hiding. No reason for you to poke out, Lupo. There's no reason for the Infinity Blade player, the VIP, to poke out when you're on point like this. Even for Lost Kings, just hide and maybe get a wall right in front. Create some more protection and ensure that the angles are covered. You also want to build in areas where you know you're not going to get pressured from, like, 2 different angles. You kind of want to, even though it's going to be out in the open, you just want to mitigate as much of that carnage as possible and give yourself a fighting opportunity for your VIP.
Shots, the most eliminations on the team. Looking back behind, barely stays up. 12 HP total. Siphon can pick her all the way back up, but Shot gonna catch him off guard.
He's on her and she'd be eliminated.
You literally mentioned Raven's Revenge sneaking in out of nowhere, coming from off camera, picking up that elimination.
I don't think the observers are trying to do it. I don't think they are. Oh, did they put a pyramid on top of Xavier?
2 players. Look, Aiden.
There he is.
Ayun, both sitting on 15 eliminations apiece. Xavier, I'm inside.
And
that
that's 2 players, right? Like, they boxed around him, so players are going to have to put shots down on a first layer of build, and then look to do the same thing. While all this is going on, you're going to have KINGKONG and Aiden, as well as their golden ticket winner, who's a pretty good player, bear in mind, Beast, who I had a moment to chat with as well earlier today. Oh dear.
Wait,
oh dear.
Cypher was sitting in the spawn, taking shots at KINGKONG from the outside. KINGKONG just turned around and used that hunting rifle to take him out. What a shot there. Situation kind of tough for the team. I would like to point out, though, the Cuddle Crew, because they've stored Xavier Woods in a box to ship him all the way to the top of the leaderboard, they've made their way there.
No one knows he's there.
69 points.
Yep. No one knows he's there. There's no reason for Xavier Woods to get out of there. Let your teammates do the work. You have 2 of the best competitive Fortnite players out right now that are competing in this game, protecting you. No reason. Just hide your pyramid, Xavier. I believe in you, buddy.
Team 1 and 2, the Fish fam and the Cuddle Crew are so far ahead of every other team. It's ridiculous. Almost a 500-point difference between 2nd and 3rd right now. KINGKONG and Aiden, 2 very accurate players. Aiden playing on a controller as well. The impulse nade into the sky, going big for a shot there. Can't quite connect it. His teammate picks it up, though.
And because he's gotten so many eliminations, he's able to build and protect that base even more so. That's going to be the B point, and they have ran away with this one. In a few moments, we're going to get that middle hill opening up, but they're at 816 points, Lupo. They've gained. This could very well be a win for the Cuddle Crew.
This is ridiculous. If they win this game so quickly, there's going to be so a limited amount of time for that 4th control point. A smile on Mackenzie's face there, you see on the screen. 2nd place is still worth 4 placement points, leading towards those. That's the sum of the 6 games.
If I'm Fish fam, I'm sending one of my players after the Cuddle Crew to try and stop them from gaining points. Because if it keeps going like this, it's going to be GG. There's nothing they could do. You have have to split up, and you have to look for them, and the point's going to open up. Point D's going to open up in 15 seconds, Lupo, and Cuddle Crew probably don't even need it.
Right now, still climbing, still unchallenged, I think. Xavier holding that control point. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the fastest game
is crazy.
we see the entire night. We're just over halfway through game 4, and the bottom middle is open, and multiple swords are flying in right now. Jordan Fisher and the player from Phantoms, the Little Whip Warriors, though. 3 of the 4 players sitting right on the point right now.
And the Cuddle Crew have pushed on forward. They're going to keep holding this down. No one's going to get in there to try and stop them. But one player does try to make a valiant effort to do it. It's Patriota, who's going in for that tack shot. He getting the connections, but Kayun is making him pay. In come his team, though, looking to support him right from the off screen yet again. And then finally, the run here for the Cuddle Crew is
lead, 951 points and climbing a dominant first
have to push
second
Fish
right
Fam.
now. They have to. Look at him, just dancing it out, sitting inside the control point, 6 minutes remaining, but it's not even gonna matter. The Fish Fam are holding it down. No one's challenging. This might be it. 996. That's a victory royale. Game 4 goes to the Fish Fam.
Man, Cuddle Crew had control. They were gaining points that whole game, but it was Raven's Revenge that thwarted that opportunity. And Xavier Woods, you could see the tension, the stress, the frustration in his face there. But the victory will go to the Fish Fam. Man, I have to say that definitely for the Cuddle Crew, that stinks. You know,
I actually can't believe that they came back and won that.
I can't.
The Cuddle Crew they were so far ahead for so long. Look at this, just dancing out the last moments here. I think at this point you just kind of know you've got it if no one's challenging. Big Star did go down for just a second, but there it is, the celebration, knowing they picked that up. Honestly, at that point, kind of with ease.
Certainly did not look like a fish out of water in that game. And that is going to be game 4, all wrapped up. Man, we've had some, again, this has been fun because players have been determining different strategies that work out for their team. And it's been interesting to see these strategies build out. For a lot of them, it's really just built around Xavier Woods was hiding inside of that pyramid. One of the Little Whip players literally jumped on top of Xavier Woods on the box, or in the pyramid, I should say. Didn't even know he was there. Didn't even look because he was more focused on getting to that objective.
On top of that, Kayun and Aiden sitting on stacks of eliminations. You know, big shout out to the Fish Fam for everything that they did to come from behind there. But I'm kind of curious, what was the thought process with the Cuddle Crew at those last few seconds?
Yeah, and while Fish Fam were the winners of that game, one team that had victory taken away from them. Where is it? It's the team I'm rooting for. The Cuddle Crew. That's right, you want one of these? Yeah? Well, the good news. Whoa! He's a heel. He's a heel. All right, well, we have the Cuddle Crew standing by with Pooks. Take it away.
Thank you so much, GB. I am here with our Cuddle Crew. We were getting very close and cuddly up here on the main stage. They weren't, unfortunately, victorious in that last game, but they definitely played hardball, showed their competitors what it takes to really knock them down. Now, I am here with Xavier Woods. How has your experience in the WWE really prepped you for today?
Well, considering the fact that I'm a 5-time WWE World Tag Team Champion, and I have the greatest YouTube channel of all time, Up, Up, Down, Down. Go subscribe if you have yet to subscribe already. It's gotten me ready for a team event such as this. And like everybody said before us, having such a good team is really what is going to set us apart and allow us to win these next 2 games in order to win, because we're what you call storytellers. We've let everybody feel good. We've let some other people get some wins, but now we're showing our true colors. I'm about to bring it back for the Cuddle Crew.
I love it. I love the energy. Listen to the crowd. They love it as well. Now, Aiden, what did you think when you saw this map for the first time?
Oh, it's definitely a different from like competitive. It's a nice change. You know, it's really fun to play, and there's a lot of the content creators are doing some wild things out here, like the stair all the way up top. That was so funny, but it's really fun to play a different mode from the original competitive.
Yeah, it's a nice break for you and your teammate, Hayoon. What did you think when you knew that you were playing with Aiden?
I mean, we're going to win, right? That's all we need to know. We got the plans all worked out, the strategies worked out, the next 3 matches are in the bag.
I'll be gunning for you guys for sure. I have my Cuddle Team Leader hoodie downstairs. I want a chance to wear it today. And finally, our golden ticket winner, congratulations for making it here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. This is a great team, just great people around. This is amazing.
Awesome, nice and concise, man, a few words. I love it. Well, thank you so much, guys. Congratulations again. Back to Lupo and GB.
Thank you, Pookie, and yes, the Cuddle crew, they're feeling good. I got my towel back. Cuddle crew all day. That's right. There's a Cuddle crew section over there. That's right. We're the pink towels. That's what we do, Lupo. I'm not giving this to you because I'm afraid you're going to throw it again, and then I don't have an extra.
I might. That's true.
No, don't rip it from me. Be my friend. Okay?
Keep in mind, there are 6 teams here. 8 teams here playing, and every single one, all the proceeds go directly to charity.
It's really awesome. Once again, $1 million spread out for the prize pool, and $350,000 going for first place, just alone to charity. A great cause for all of our competitors that are there, and for the golden ticket competitor, they could find themselves in New York City for the Fortnite World Cup final. That is what is on the line. But to break down the action that we saw just a little while ago, let's head back down to the floor with Sundown.
Thank you so much, GB and Lupo. And now I want to take a quick listen into the victors from the last game, but it's not going to be any comms that happened in the middle. We're going to hear kind of their pregame speech, how they motivated themselves, that then led into the epic victory royale. So take a listen right now.
If we can make Chicken come last this round, I think we'll win the next round.
By the way, they are doing listening.
Yeah.
So we should probably try and not swear, yeah. I don't think they've done anything bad. It would have been tweeted off to 1 million.
They would have, they pre-checked the clips,
yeah. They're recording clips and then sending them again. But we may as well, like, try and
play it a little cleaner than screaming.
All right, let's go.
Sorry, listen in, guys. Like, we all over at G-rated. You hear me? All right, let's go, boys. Focus up. Let's get the ball.
And you can see they were able to focus up. Indeed, Mackenzie was looking to go big so his team would be able to cheer hallelujah. They lost and found the lead a number of times, but Mackenzie was able to use those little moon jumps to try and stay in the zone. And in the end, they were able to get the victory roses and take it home. The inspiration right there, the focus being enough. You can see how Muselk and Vikkstar were able to lay down the smackdown using those rare tactical shotguns to put the shutdown on the other teams, control the singular top point, and take home the victory royale. Incredibly well done from the Fish fam. That was it from me. We're gonna toss it back up to the desk with Lupo and Golden Boy. Gents, take it away.
Once again, thank you, Sundown. Always fun to hear Muselk, motivate the team, and then the guy's a character.
I love those listeners.
Probably some of my favorite videos, hands down, that I love watching. The shenanigans. Again, the shenanigans. But shenanigans with victories, and that's important. That's important, Now, bear in mind, as we have covered all the games that have happened here today, we have the scoreboard and the update where we are right now after game number 4. And it is going to be the Llama Record Company still holding on by a hair to first place with 13 points.
Close second, though, the Fish fam now at 12 after that last game. Chicken Champions at 10. Ravens Revenge at 10 as well. Cuddle Crew, Lil Whip Warriors, Sunshine Soldiers, and the Funky Fighters rounding out all 8 of your teams there. Shout out to Lazarbeam for maintaining the lowest score. He'd be winning if this were golf.
Yeah, well, another thing to keep in mind, Lupo, is that this has worked out very well for the Llama Record Company because we've had different winners every game. And who knows, maybe we can find ourselves a different winner in Game 5. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the epic conclusion of the Fortnite Creative Showdown here at the Summer Block Party. So without further ado, our in-house DJ, Mike Realm, play us out, my man.
I'd say my favorite part about building maps is the fact that people are able to play them with their friends.
With Fortnite Creative, you build whatever you want and it would stay there forever.
What really got me hooked is the ability to create anything I can imagine.
I'm Blue Drive.
I'm Mac and Meeks.
I'm Stormhawk.
I'm Nella.
I'm Tomoya. I'm KK
We are Evolve. And we designed the Creative Showdown capture map.
It's super exciting to be in LA.
Team Evolve got invited to the Summer Block Party.
We've made a map that will be played by professionals and celebrities.
Seeing them in person actually playing a map is going to be insane. When I'm in LA, I'm definitely looking forward to meeting the rest of the team because I haven't met them in real life yet.
I'm from England.
I am currently in Germany.
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
I'm from Ireland.
And I'm from Sweden.
Never actually met anyone in person, so when we land in LA, it'll be the first time.
Actually meeting in real life, it was super cool.
It was as if we'd known each other for a long time.
When you're actually meeting them in person, completely different experience.
So right now, KK Slider and Tomoya aren't here.
KK gets here tonight, and Tomoya will be here later in the week, and I'm super excited to meet them.
Team Evolve, we all sort of found each other because we'd all been featured in-game.
It started off with a group chat where we were just talking about creative.
Yeah, we were sort of just posting what we were working on, different maps, different ideas, sharing tips and tricks. We just hit it off instantly.
Blue said that he wanted to make this team, and we were all down, so kind of just went crazy from there.
Working together allows us to be inspired by each other, and everyone brings something unique to the table.
I'd say it's a pretty equal collaboration of all of our ideas. We get everyone together when we're thinking of something and kind of just bounce ideas off each other.
There are definitely different skills that people are better at.
My role within Team Evolve is sort of like a managerial. I frequently talk with Epic, and then I sort of like feed that back to the team.
Blue Drive is also very good at doing anything that is needed.
Maka and Storm are crazy with the building. Storm's a maniac. Like, he doesn't even sleep, I swear. He just keeps building and building and building.
And KK is putting up some extraordinary mechanics.
Tomoya, he's amazing at architecture and stuff, and Nelaf just comes up with the craziest ideas.
We end up with a mixture of everyone's talents.
To start off, we had a video call with people at Epic asking us to make a 32-player map.
I was actually at the Epic headquarters when they had proposed this idea. As soon as they even offered it, we were on it.
I always knew Epic likes to work with smaller creators. I never knew that they would start doing stuff on this scale.
Some of the hardest initial things was sort of deciding on the actual game mode.
Now, the challenge was definitely when the guys at Epic were playtesting, everything had to be changed around because we did too much at the start.
We all sort of got carried away with the design rather than the playability of the map.
So we got the task to build it a bit more open.
A big obstacle was to make sure that no teams would have an advantage over another.
They wanted a map that was easy to spectate.
So we sort of had to like scrap everything.
We had to completely destroy the map multiple times.
When you have to delete, your work, there's obviously a little bit of, pain.
Even though we destroyed the map, we were still so excited and eager to see it come to life that we just kept going.
It was really amazing to see how far the map has come.
Epic said that it was working, which we were super happy about. We were finally at that end point.
About a week ago, I would say, we could finally look at our map and picture it being played at the Summer Block Party.
The funny thing is, we've not actually had a chance to play this map. The first time that we're going to see what we've been working hard on is actually when everyone else sees it.
We're excited about seeing, all the big players playing our map. Like, that's going to be crazy.
If there's anything I can recommend, it's try to find a few good friends
that enjoy making maps as much as yourself and see what you can come up with together.
The first step is, actually finishing a map and sharing it with people.
You can just do whatever you want. I mean, there's so much freedom in what you can make.
Be unique, stand out, and really provide something that somebody's never seen before.
Once again, huge shout out to our in-house DJ Mike Realm, who's just cutting it up out there. But welcome back, everyone, to the Fortnite Creative Showdown, a part of the Summer Block Party weekend. Golden Boy and Dr. Lupo here, calling all the fun. We've had a great time with Sky Station Showdown. I think I just saw something fall from the ceiling just there. I think it was another one of those parachutes with all the goodies that they've been giving out. I want to get one, you know, but they don't land over here, man.
Even if you asked, they probably would not hook you up, GB. I apologize. If you're here,
level shade right here.
If you're here at the Forum in beautiful Los Angeles, California, make some noise, please, because thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it. Today's not the only day either. Tomorrow, the Pro-Am. We got some duos running around out there. I know I have a favorite to win the entire event. Hey, there's one of those. If you get one of those parachutes, make sure you tweet out #SummerBlockParty.
That's right. Use that hashtag. Share with us your favorite moments, clips, on all that good stuff. We want to hear from you on social media. Now, again, we're going to refresh you guys on what we've been looking at so far. The map is Sky Station Showdown, and competition, it's pretty simple.
Just tuning in on the left side of your screen there are 3 capture points, A, B, and C, that are worth 3 points a second. After 8 minutes have passed, that 4th point, control point D, opens, and it's 12 points a second. You have to have your VIP in the control point uncontested, and the first team to 1,000 points, or whoever has the highest score at the end of 15 minutes, they come away with a victory royale.
And if you're the winner, not only do you get the victory, but you get 5 points. And this is what it goes toward, the overall leaderboard. And we saw it right before the break, but we'll get you guys up to speed. Once again, Llama Record Company is going to be sitting at 13 points, top of the leaderboard. And with each game, it's been a new winner. And that has benefited Llama Record Company because they've managed to keep themselves competitive in the top 3, top 4 at times. So they continue to add on to their overall score total. Will we have a new winner in this game, or could we have our first repeat winner? I think it's time to find out, Lupo. You excited?
I'm excited. We've gone through 4 so far. We're looking at game 5, and it's still anybody that could win. Anybody could come out on top, and that $350,000 for charity for first place is big.
That's right, folks. In 5 seconds, it's time to head back over to Sky Station for yet another showdown. Let's get right on into it. And let's see if some of our first-time winners, our winners overall, are going to do the same thing, implement the same strategies. Could we see Xavier Woods in a pyramid once again? Or maybe it's going to be Chandler Riggs and his team working around each other, building and supporting it. Well, we're just going to have to find out right here, right now. And no surprise, the Chicken Champions are going to be at the top in the early game here. Fish Fam as well. Fish Fam did squeak by with that victory in game number 4. I wonder if they could do it again, man.
Left side of your screen, Xavier Woods and the rest of the Cuddle crew already assuming the position for the same strategy they ran last time. A couple pyramids, a little build up there. And look, Xavier's hanging out inside here. The Fish Fam might actually have had the same ideas. They're just barely in the lead. Both teams still accruing points. Little Whip Warriors now taking ownership of that last control point. Look at this. Raven's Revenge attempting to challenge. Can't quite cut it there. Meanwhile, over on the A control point, the blue one right here, Little Whip Warriors taking ownership yet again. Looks like a little bit of a fight on the B control point. You can see the top middle of your screen, the current ownership and control point status for all 3 of those. You see a little circle come around the outside, filling in that hexagon once it's been taken over. All 3 teams, I think, sitting there, sitting pretty right now. Little Whip Warriors taking some shots. You see Cypher talking it out with his teammates, talking about taking shots at a distance there.
Point B has actually been contested.
Quite a while.
Actually, point C finally as well. I was wondering when anyone was going to challenge these players that are going to try and turtle on these points. It worked out brilliantly in game 4, but this is a new game and everyone knows what they did. They had to have peeped the strategy and they have to punish that. They cannot allow them to get away with it again, and I'm expecting a Little Whip Warriors to have to deal with that in a little bit. But as we go on over to the other side, to the green point, that was where we saw WWE's Xavier Woods alongside the rest of the Cuddle crew racking up some more points. And it's Little Whip Warriors that will be in first place. But time's a ticking here, Lupo, and this is a close one.
No surprise here. The Funky Fighters sitting at currently 0 points. I'm kind of curious what Lazarbeam is up to today. We'll have to see here going into game 5. 12.5 minutes remaining. Meanwhile, look at this.
Jordan
Fisher.
Record Company, they're doing the same thing. They're turtling up. And even then, I kind of like that because it's an opportunity for Jordan Fisher to escape immediately without destroying the builds.
That top edit open if he needs to. He can just look up and lunge his way out. Uzelka, the squad, going to have to defend for just a second here. Their golden ticket winner currently eliminated. The swings are required. McKenzie gets cut down. The Sunshine Soldiers taking over there. You have Pokimane and Maddie climbing their way.
And the issue in that instance, Lupo, was that they were facing the ramp. So players are going to come up that ramp 9 times out of 10. Sometimes you're going to get a Vixar play where they impulse their way all the way up to the top. But that ramp has been safe for a lot of players to trek through. And the way that they were positioned, the way that the Fish Fam's VIP was positioned, as soon as you come up that ramp, you're going to see them. And they're a sitting duck. It's going to be a shooting gallery. And then, as you saw right there, they're going to pay the price.
Oh, KING barely able to wall off for just a second. Sharshot does get one elimination, then trades back. Cuddle Team golden ticket winner does go down to Patriota, and it looks like Raven's Revenge have taken this control point, but the VIP is not up there. You can't earn points unless they're in the control point uncontested.
Exactly. You have to be in there, and if you're not, so it's nice and all well and good that you cleared him out, but where's the follow-up? That is the question that you got to be asking yourself here. And also, just a fun note here on Rafael Dracon. It's a Brazilian writer, screenwriter, best known for The One, which will actually be released on Netflix at the end of the month. So I will certainly be checking that out. I'm looking for a new thing to watch on Netflix. So there you go. And he's here right now. So everyone should just go and support him.
On top of that, if you're always looking for content, you can pull up twitch.tv/. No, I'm just kidding.
Imagine.
Imagine right now, yeah. I wonder how fast production would be in my ear on that one. Player from the Lost Kings with 2 eliminations. Pokey with 2 as well. Their golden ticket winner with 2. But Maddie, what a dominant player right now, sitting on 8 eliminations for the team. 10.5 minutes left, and remember, at 7 minutes remaining is when that 4th control point opens up. Things are going to get a little crazy.
Pokemon's looking for it. Pokemon's looking for it. Finds one in front of him. It's going to be a member of the Cuddle Crew, but where's Xavier Woods? She's got to scope it out. And there you find him in the pyramid, and Xavier Woods does get the better of her, but he did manage to, at the very least, lose some of those builds that they desperately need here, Lupo.
This is looking like the play. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me that it's coming from 2 players from Ghost Gaming, Aiden and Kayun, and probably quite a bit of input from their golden ticket winner as well. Xavier sitting inside the pyramid, inside a box. It feels like there's multiple layers of protection there. So even if the rest of them go down, you have to have a VIP push onto the point to contest that, because Xavier's just hanging out, man.
And he's going to be in a very secure 1-by-1. But the issue with this is that everyone surely knows that Xavier Woods is going to be inside of that 1-by-1. So while they may not have the resources, spread out the wood a little bit so that this way you can kind of throw off, make your opponents really have to sniff that out. You want to do your absolute best to trick your opponents, not give them an easy pick. Xavier Woods is going to be out in the open right now. Once again, it's going to be the Sunshine Soldiers that continue to push on in. Pokimane gets knocked down. A little whip player up above brings him on down right to her level. And then, Pokimane couldn't deal with the pressure from the players that had popped up from right over her shoulder. Sunshine Soldiers. Okay, you got it. You got me, Baller. I messed up with that one too. And this one, certainly a bit of a tongue twister. But Xavier Woods, oh no, what's in the box? And Xavier Woods gets away.
Big pickup there, the player from the Lost Kings here. We're actually going to take a second here and throw it down to the floor with Pookie, who does have his counterpart on the mic right now.
Thank you so much, Lupo. I am here with Nick from Lost Kings. Hello, welcome. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, It's exciting out here.
It's definitely exciting for sure. You guys are looking really good. You and your teammate, Rob from Lost Kings. Now, had a second to talk to you. Who would you say to the 2 of you is better at the game?
I would like to think I'm better, but he plays more than I do, so he would definitely be better, but my confidence doesn't waver, I'll tell you that.
I love the confidence. Now, when I came over, you were kind of talking to him a little bit. Were you kind of in his ear, kind of, letting him know what play to make next?
Yeah, we've been talking back and forth, because after the first game, I felt like watching him the first game, I was like, oh, okay. But then it's like everybody got their strategies, and the second game was completely different, and every game has been different. And I feel like on our side, where we're trying to hold it down, there's a bunch of teams, it feels like. So it's been back and forth the whole time. So we've been strategizing in between, but every game's been different. It's crazy.
Yeah, adaptation is certainly key in a tournament like this, but you know what? I'm going to let you get back to your teammates. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much. GB and Lupo, back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Interesting insight there, a little back and forth trading strategy. You love to see it. Here's to hoping the rest of this game for the Sunshine Soldiers, led by the Lost Kings, plays out a little better. Right now, they're sitting at 7th at 75 points.
They keep challenging this red control point. Got to give them credit. They certainly, the confidence, the strategy he mentioned has not wavered, but the big point, the neutral, the golden control point down low has opened up, and you're already starting to see these players scramble to get control of it. And it's going to be the Llama Record Company that gets on in there. They have to get Jordan Fisher in that pyramid, though. If they're able to do that, they can get some good points and a good lead.
I actually could hear the crowd for just a second, realizing that Jordan Fisher is sitting in the control point. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. You gotta push him on. 426 points in climbing. I want to point out, too, if we were watching for just a second, there were multiple teams fighting out, and then suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, Jordan Fisher flies in like a majestic eagle and lands right on that D control point, now uncontested.
Now, I was going to say that I would have liked to see Jordan Fisher get in the pyramid, but if he was in the pyramid, he wouldn't be in the zone to get the points for the Llama Record Company. And now they're going to have the lead. They've gone up to 630 points and counting. Llama Record Company could be a repeat winner if it keeps going like this, but I spoke too soon as they're shut down by Point D.
Caster curse is real. Blame that one on Golden Boy. 630 points, almost a 100-point lead over the Fish Fam. Vicstar, their golden ticket winner. Muzelk and McKenzie holding it out up top. This top control point, while it is excellent that they're holding it, it's only worth 3 points per second. That bottom middle one, don't forget, it's worth 12. It's 4 times as fast.
They're back in it again. They're back in the point once again, Lupo. Jordan Fisher and the Llama Record Company, they have had a plan and they've managed to execute it not once, but 2 times. And it's going to be up to Xavier Woods from the Cuddle Crew to try and stop this. They had a great start in Game 5, but it slowly started to slow down, I should say, for the Cuddle Crew. And there you see all the players, all the active players. But here, Xavier Woods tries his best, but no builds, no protection, kind of picked off. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
You mentioned Jordan. Wait, was that a pun? This is a Fish fan, too. Come on.
Well, no, I mean,
I know.
He was a bear. He was a bear.
I just want to make note, down in the bottom middle, Jordan got back into the control point, and then I'm not sure how many different players were taking shots simultaneously, but it seemed like 4, 5, 6, maybe multiple teams firing down simultaneously because they don't want. Look at this. Vicstar's throwing impulse nades while McKenzie's sitting on the control point from all the way up top because they're trying to mess with anybody that might take the lead back from them down there. You gotta look out. Llama Record Company, though, sitting at 834. Lead right now as the Fish Fam is still catching up 770 plus and counting. Not far behind Chandler Riggs and the Chicken Champions trying to take home the championship.
Gotta see. I wonder what Courage, Losing Fruit, his team trying to accomplish here. It's going to be Jordan Fisher once again sitting over by the point, but it's contested, so they weren't gaining anything for that time being. You see at the top of the screen, folks, when the icon, the letter is colored in with the color of the respective team, they are earning points on that control area. When it's not and it's white or cleared out, it's neutral, they're gaining nothing out of it.
So here, impulse nades. Courage JD pushing his way back into the middle. Shots at the Funky Fighters on the outside. I don't think a tactical shotgun's going to be very effective at that range, and only a few builds in hand. Jordan Fisher attempting to stay on this bottom middle platform is contested by the Funky Fighters for just a second.
See that crossfire?
Oh yeah.
That is crazy. How are you even supposed to stay alive in that instance? There's so many players focused down low, but the Llama Record Company have now crossed the 900-point threshold, but Fish Fam have done so. Right as I said that, they're right behind them, and they might be able to take the lead here. No one's stopping them.
Oh, just barely. Just a second. Llama Record Company and Jordan Fisher holding out that D control point. They're less than 50 points away, but the Fish Fam going uncontested on C.
Stopping them.
This might mean a first place for the Fish Fam, and they take the lead.
They have the lead, but is anyone going to try and challenge it? It's Xavier Woods who jumps in, and this could be the saving grace for the Llama Record Company as Xavier Woods tries to cut through this. this, but they're continuing to earn points. No one is going to be inside of the zone to challenge, but he ends up falling at the last second, and that is absolutely massive there. Fish Fam not gaining any more. They're so close to winning this game. Could it happen? Could the Llama Record Company be our first back-to-back champion, or will it be the Fish Fam actually being back-to-back in this instance? Jordan Fisher finds one right behind him. The pressure's on here. He's got to get on that point, Lupo.
Here it is. He's taking it. He has it. You see the top middle of the D.
He does it!
He got it!
Oh,
last second! The victory royale!
I cannot believe it! Last second plays there for the Llama Record Company. The music lives on. And they win not once, but twice.
Game 5 goes to Jordan Fisher, loser for Courage JD and their golden ticket winner. Look at that. Look at the hugs. Look at the family feelings there. That's Fortnite, man.
Yeah, that was intense. Intense. Start to finish. The Cuddle crew had a great start. Fish Fam as well, playing to their strengths and their strategies. Chicken Champions numerous times challenging those players in those established positions, but it was the play at point D, the golden control point, that allowed him to be able to just fly to the top of the scoreboard and come out with a victory.
Look at Jordan with a pop-off celebration. Jack as well. Oh man, you love to see it. Absolutely incredible, Golden Boy.
And with that, they had 13 points before. Now they will get 5 extra because of it, so that makes it a grand total of 18 points. Firmly in the lead for Llama Record Company. 1 game remaining. Whew. This has been great. This has been great. Not out of it yet, though, because when we get an update on the leaderboard, we'll see. If they have a struggle of a game, it could be bad for them, of course, and we'll get a overall scoreboard update in a little bit. That game was great, though.
You have to keep in mind, too, all 8 teams are playing for a total prize pool for charity of $1 million. First place does come away with that $350,000, and on top of that, 2 tickets, flight, hotel covered all the way to the Fortnite World Cup in New York City.
Yeah, so now I was told that we have an interview down at the floor. We have the Funky Fighters, actually, with Kitty Play standing by. They're in last place, and I'm curious about their strategy. Kitty, what do you have for me?
Hey, Golden Boy, I got these boys, the Funky Fighters. They are doing their best to stay in this competition, and now with 1 more game remaining, not possible for you guys to clutch it out anymore. You are in dead last.
We kind of figured that out after the first game. We only got 12 points, so we realized it's an uphill battle, so we tried to sky base. We're just trying everything at this point.
Yeah, can you talk to me about the skybase? I thought that was very interesting. It's definitely a strategy, hoping to get up into the air and over the point. How did that work out for you?
It didn't work out at all, but we wanted to see if you could go above the points and still score, but we never actually made it to that point. NICKEH30 shot us down. He's real rude.
Sorry, NICKEH30 did shoot you guys down, unfortunately. Then I heard that you might try and go underneath the base. How did that go, Lazarbeam?
Sorry, I was booing Nick. I missed everything. Sorry.
Nick is still the most innocent, kind, loving person in the world, though.
All right, he's a sweetheart, but he's also toxic and sweaty. All right, so I don't like him anymore. He's mean.
Oh, I'm sure that you guys will come to a peaceful agreement later. So how has your experience been so far playing on the stage and with this incredible team?
It's super cool. It's super high energy, and I've never done anything like this before. I've also never really played Fortnite before. Probably gonna hear a lot of boos.
Okay, can we get a big cheer in the audience? You know, you're trying out Fortnite. So even though you're not going to go to the finals at the end of July, describe this experience as the golden ticket winner.
Well, even though we're still like last place, like it's still like once in a lifetime opportunity to just play on the big stage on Epic. But it was just like really fun still.
I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying it. So one last game. You can't win. How are you going to play?
We're going to spawn camp the fish, make sure they can't win anything.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the interview. But we've got more games. The final game coming up right now. I'm sending it right back to Golden Boy and Dr. Lupo.
He's just picking fights with
Yeah,
everyone,
yes,
man.
yes,
So
yes.
his problem is with the chicken champions, but evidently he's called out the fish. Clearly he has an issue with seafood and poultry. So, hey, man, maybe I know it's like kind of hard to get it in Australia. It's very far away. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Like I said, I would like to spend one day in the mind of Lazarbeam, given the chance. But I'd also like to spend an opportunity to look at everybody else and how they're playing so far. GB, how might we be able to potentially do that before too long?
Wow, that is a very loaded question. But the good news is we have analysis standing by. It's going to be Balla to break it down. Lupo, you almost threw me for a loop. Bo, take it away, Balla.
Oh my gosh, we're fighting.
Gentlemen, it's a nail biter. You guys might be fighting, but I'm having a great time. And honestly, it's a nail biter. That's what I was doing just as I was doing this. Because look at the score. It is tight. And again, we had that actually happened. Fish Fam versus the Llama Record Company 2 times. And the Llama Record Company getting the first double win. Let's go ahead and take a look at how that actually unfolded with some highlights. Here we go. Llama Record Courage Jade. What is that? Onto the chicken, the tender defender all the way across the way. That was a dirty shot, but they're just using the strategy over and over and over again. Just get him inside the point, protect him, and then just put a wall, box him up, and nothing can be done. They did this last time, just barely getting in to that deep point where they're racking up all the points. And look, Courage is just on the outside looking in while Jordan Fisher, hey, he's by himself just free running around. And look at those moves. He's been playing the death runs left and right. Jordan Fisher is a monster with the movement there with that Infinity Blade. That's how they're going to go ahead and earn themselves that win. And guys, it's the last game. So Golden Boy, Dr. Lupo, close us out.
Appreciate it, Balla. I did manage to get Dr. Lupo to high-five me in the middle of that.
You can't prove that.
I have a lot of people in this venue that can back me up, or because they like you more than me, they probably will just offend you, and that's okay.
Yes,
and I
they will.
accept that. And I accept that. But we have a lot of people in this venue. We also have a lot of people joining us outside as the Fan Fest is going on. There's a lot of fun activities happening out there. You got zip lines. You can have a Nerf battle, photo booth. It's really cool.
Here at the Forum in LA, we have thousands of people outside. Look at the dance moves. I want to see you do that later. I'm just putting it out.
I lack the ability to do so.
Every single person, if you do make your way down to the Forum, keep in mind there's a ton of stuff going on here, not just Fortnite. It's just a good time all around, man.
Exactly. You know, there's a lot of fun things to do in the venue. There's also a lot of fun things to do outside of the venue. And then don't forget, tomorrow we're going to have the Fortnite Pro-Am, where you're going to see folks like Dr. Lupo take the stage and play for charity.
Wait, did you hear that? Hold on, we're going to try. Can you just do me a favor? Just say my name one more time.
Where we're going to have Dr. Lupo play for charity.
I hope everybody watching online is hearing that.
All right,
It's
guys.
very loud.
Do it for me. Do it for me, man. That hurt.
we go.
All right, they did it. I'll take it. Broke my heart for a brief moment, but it's okay, guys. I still love you. All right, let's take a look at the scoreboard now. Where we are right now, get the show back on the rails, folks. So Llama Record Company are going to have 18 points sitting in first place. Fish Fam, 16 points in second. As I had mentioned, you gave me a look before. You were like, I don't trust you, GB. Yeah, look at that right there. Fish Fam can easily come back into this one.
Touche, but they're not the only ones. Raven's Revenge has an opportunity at least to push into second place. You have to remember, no matter what, the Llama Record Company's getting one, so they'll be at 19 minimum at the end of the next game. But it's still kind of anybody's game to push their way up the leaderboard. You've got an opportunity to win a ton of money for charity. It's all going to a good cause. You can't really be mad about it, right?
Yeah, you really can't. It's for charity. That's what it's all about, and that is what it's going to continue to be about, not only today for the Creative Showdown, but tomorrow for our Pro-Am. But the final game is ready to go, folks. This has been a fun time, a blast to commentate. And here we go. Let's jump into this. Come on, Forum. Let's get hype. Let's get loud. It's time to jump in to our last game of the day here at the Summer Block Party. Who is going to come out on top? Who will walk away as your Fortnite Creative Showdown champions?
Look at all 8 of the VIPs. There's celebrities out here playing for charity money, pushing their way up top, trying to climb. And I'd just like to point out, even just the look on his face. Chandler Riggs in the bottom left, has the lead for just a second right now. Actually, both teams are climbing right now. Chandler Riggs and Xavier Woods, but just the look of determination, you love to see it.
Yeah.
It's so you know, the competitive nature of even celebrities that you think, it's video games, man. There's no